Now, look, I told y'all in Louisiana, a lot of corruption goes unnoticed or is swept under the rug. But in 2025, I think it's time for us to apply pressure. I think it's time for us to open Pandora's box to expose all these Louisiana troopers. Because for decades, they've been able to get away with murder, get away with racism, and get away with modern day slavery without being held accountable. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show all the faces of these troopers who unalived Ronald Greene. I'm going to show their faces and I'm going to show their names at the end of this video. Because like I always tell y'all, Louisiana is its own country. Outside Louisiana, no one cares. If you go to Angola, no one is coming to Angola to protest for you. No one is coming to Angola to march for you. You can kiss your family goodbye. I don't care if it's your first offense. I don't care if your second offense. It's your third offense. It don't matter. If you don't have money for a good lawyer, you're cooked. And ask me how I know. I got an uncle right now. He went to Angola when I was 15 years old. Self-defense. They charged him with first-degree murder. He ain't had the money at the time for a good lawyer, so they gave him life. I miss my uncle. He taught us how to farm. He taught us how to hoop. He taught us about life. I miss my uncle. So if they want to hold us accountable for the crimes we commit, even if it was out of self-defense, we go hold them accountable. So on this channel, we hold Caucasian people accountable. I don't care if you're the lawyer, the DA, attorney general, police, it don't matter. On this channel, we keep the same energy. So let's get right into this article. So this article is from NOLA.com. Shout out to them. It was published January the 14th, 2025. So what, that was 3 days ago. Federal prosecutors won't charge Louisiana troopers in motorist Ronald Greene's death. Now, he was unalived by these troopers in 2019. So I think it was Monday. On Monday, they said these troopers will not be charged. And I'm going to have the video of those troopers unaliving Ronald Greene in the description under this video. But you see how they dragged this case? You see how it almost took 6 years just to say we will not be charging these troopers. Federal prosecutors won't bring charges against Louisiana state troopers in the 2019 death of Ronald Greene, the black motorist unalived by troopers who were captured on video beating him after a high-speed chase outside of Monroe, his mother said Tuesday. And look, when it comes to cops saying there's a high-speed chase, look, they can say anything. They can say anything. This man could have been just driving to find a safe space to park at. It could have been anything. He was in Monroe. Imagine getting pulled over in Monroe. We don't know what part of Monroe he was in. He could have been like in the city part, or he could have been where it was nothing, just trees at. And this the crazy part. They lied in court. They lied and said that he died because he got in a wreck. He hit a pole or something, and that's the reason why he died. And the FBI confirmed that that was a lie. The U.S. Department of Justice met with Greene's mother, Mona Harton, to share its decision Tuesday, she said. So like I said, imagine waiting almost 6 years. You're fighting for your son for almost 6 years, and they come to you and tell you that we're not charging these officers that unalived your son on video. The whole world saw it. I don't know if a lot of y'all remember seeing that video. I don't really remember seeing it because I think it was just so much going on in my life. But now as you watch it, you like, damn, these officers ain't get charged. And you see how no one really heard about this? I bet you haven't heard about this because it's Louisiana. They go sweep it under the rug. They talking about Mardi Gras now. They talking about the Super Bowl. They don't care about this. It wasn't clear why the federal prosecutors came to their decision. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Western District of Louisiana declined to comment Tuesday. Either way, the close of the federal government's case means that none of the officers present during Greene's death, which sent shockwaves across the state with video footage of deadly arrests that became national news, will face any time behind bars. So what you mean it wasn't clear why y'all came up with that decision? If this was a Caucasian male unalived by black police officers, black troopers, how you think this will go? This man's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit back in 2021 and they still fighting for it. So that's why I have to bring this news to YouTube and to the world, because it's a lot of stuff in Louisiana they not gonna tell you. They can get away with so much dirt because people just don't care. It took 5 officers to unalive him. And not just those five, you had other officers who was involved in deleting evidence. You had officers who was involved in suppressing video footage, all type of stuff. But this is the sixth part. Check this out. Body camera footage published by the AP Associated Press in 2021 showed Greene pleading for his life from officers who jolted him with stun guns, punched him, and ordered him while handcuffed to remain face down on the ground. He said, "I'm your brother. I'm scared. I'm scared," Greene yelled. And look, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard him say that, that broke my heart. Like, that really broke my heart. And sometimes I sit back and I'm like, wait, I think sometimes we have to, if the justice system doesn't come in our way and they fail us, I think a lot of times we have to sit back and say, you know what? We have to start taking things into our own hands. And I'm not putting out a threat because you know how these people like to get. But sometimes we have to just take things into our own hands, because in places like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, these people don't care about us. They still in 1930. They still in 1935. They still got the slave master mentality. It took 5 officers to unalive this man. See, they can't go one-on-one. They can't do one-on-one. They can't take that badge off. They can't take that gun down and go one-on-one like a real man. They gotta jump somebody. They gotta show how cowardly they are. And I know y'all remember this woman. I talked about her in the video like a few days ago, Attorney General Liz Murrill. This is what she said. She said, "I haven't received anything from DOJ saying we're done," Murrill said. "That's just not what they do. No litigation has been filed. They've never actually sent us anything finding fault. And we have a lot of changes that have been made over the last 5 years. I do expect a report to come out sooner rather than later that walks through all the changes." So you see how they like to drag the case 5 years, 6 years, and then that's their cop out. They get to say, "Oh, we got so many changes. We fired this person, we hired this person," so they can make excuses. But she's saying they not finished with this case. Okay, we not finished. All year we gonna stay on this case because this man ain't deserve that. He ain't deserve to go out like that. He was just 49 years old. That's young as hell. And we are actually seeing the KKK at work. Like I say, they don't wear the white robes no more. They don't wear the funny looking hats no more to hide their faces. Now they in police uniform. Now they got badges. Now they got guns. Now they call them attorney generals. Now they call them lawyers. Now they call them judges. Now they call them troopers. Now they call them cops. They don't just call them Klan members no more. In state court, the cases against 5 officers in the Greene case faltered after pathologists differed in their conclusions of exactly what unalived Greene. See, all their stories were different. They all was lying. They all was trying to make up different stories, and they all was lying. But check this out. This how karma works. The officer who was accused of the worst of the violence, Master Trooper Chris Hollingsworth, later died in a single car crash in 2020, hours after he was told he was being fired over his role in the Greene case, the Associated Press reported. He was captured on video repeatedly bashing Greene's head with a flashlight, telling a fellow officer, "I beat the ever-living F out of him." So when I say this, I'm going to look down. So to Chris Hollingsworth, how you feel now? How you feel being in the dirt? How you feel now your soul trapped? Because I told y'all, when you unallow somebody, you mess up the rhythm of the universe. You never getting away with that. Your soul never go rest. So I want him to talk that shit now. And I noticed more and more, I've been making videos about Governor Jeff Landry. And I noticed no one just sits down and break him down. I think because you gotta look outside the box. I think you have to move outside Louisiana to see how messed up these people are, these politicians are. So no one actually sits down and breaks him down in a simple form. So check this out, what he said. Governor Jeff Landry, a Republican, blasted the report as an attempt to diminish the service and exceptionality of LSP. He said, "We will not let that happen," Landry said in a statement. "The reputation of our men and women in blue is one of respect, admiration, and appreciation, and we will always have their back." Now, like I said, I'm gonna put that video in the description. But after watching that video, your own governor, for him to say that these same troopers, these cops, have respect, admiration, what? Nobody respect these dudes. And if your governor talking like this, imagine how those troopers talk. Imagine how those lieutenants talk. Imagine how the attorney general talks. If your own government talking like this, your own governor. But it's cool. Governor Landry, this year the spotlight is on you. And I'm going to use my platform to break all these politicians down. So when our people go to vote, they'll know who they're voting for. See, a lot of times we don't vote because we don't know who is who. We don't know who the attorney general is. We don't be knowing who the police superintendent is. I'm talking about overall. Some people you might know. I'm talking about overall. People don't be caring. So I feel like now in 2025, we got to sit and break down these people. We got to speak on these people. We have to show their faces. So next time when it's time to vote, your ass out. So like I promised y'all, I'm about to name these cops that unalived Ronald Greene and got away with it. And I'm going to name the cops that had something to do, with hiding the evidence, suppressing video footage. First, we got Chris Hollingsworth. He's in the dirt. He's a ghost. He don't matter. We got Dakota Moss. We got Corey York. We got Lieutenant Doug Kane. We got Kevin Reeves. We got Lamar Davis. And he was actually the police superintendent at the time. He's a black dude. And I told y'all, when they put black people in position of power in the police department, it's all fake. It's all an illusion. They have no power. And then you got Mike Noel. So with most of these dudes, most of them either stepped down, they got fired, or they retired. And they still got their pension. We already know that. But still, like I told you, the universe is not going to let you live in peace when you unalive somebody because you messed up the rhythm. So I'm telling you, they having bad dreams. They thinking about this. They always watching over their shoulder. And now this video is going to be their worst nightmare. All year is going to be their worst nightmare because you can't get away with this. That man ain't deserved that. He was 49 years old. That's a young man. But like I say, I'm going to do my research and see if these dudes got Facebook pages because like I always say, they don't get to live in comfort. They don't get to live in peace. His mother, Miss Harden, would never be in real peace. So if she can't be in peace, if his family can't be in peace, they shouldn't be able to be in peace. And I'm not putting a threat like I'm going to attack them. No, they should just know every day we know what you did. We know what you did. You're not getting away with it. You think you're getting away with it. So I'm going to say this, rest in peace to Mr. Ronald Greene. We got your back. And to his mother, Miss Harden, we got you. We're going to keep making videos about this. Every update I see, because the attorney general said they not done with it. Okay, you not done with it. We ain't done with it either. I'm out.